What up, y'all? It's your boy Uncle Juice, aka Andre the Medium Giant. I'm coming to you live from the fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. I got my SummerSlam I was there shirt on, and we're gonna go ahead and review the card for WrestleMania Night 1. If you hear some noise in the background, it's because I'm in a parking lot. People are coming in and out of here. We'll start off first with Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match. I'm starting off with this match because it's unsanctioned, which means it technically doesn't count on the record book. This has been a good blood feud. I think Jacob will win the match mainly because Drew McIntyre is getting ready to go film Highlander. He doesn't really need a win. It's been a minute since Jacob has had a definitive win on the main roster to make you really care about his character. So I got Jacob Fatu winning this one. We got Logan Paul, Austin Theory, IShow Speed versus LA Knight and the Usos. I'm going to pick LA Knight and the Usos. I'm probably wrong on this one. It'll probably be IShow Speed because it's WrestleMania and WWE loves to let celebrities win. But the Usos have been cooking. They seem to have been getting their stride as a tag team again. And LA Knight, I'm just glad he's got a match in general. I wish they would push this man. We got Stephanie Vicaire versus Liv Morgan. This has actually been one of the better builds to a WrestleMania match. After that whole head clucking incident, I'm kind of interested to see how this was go. This is kind of like a blood feud a little bit. With that being said, my heart is saying that Liv Morgan is going to win this match. My mind says that Stephanie Vicaire needs to win more. I'll go ahead and pick Liv Morgan for the win. They seem to, kind of put her as like a Charlotte Flair light, so she'll probably get the dub. Seth Rollins versus my grandfather, Gunther. I truly believe that Gunther is my grandfather reincarnated. They got the same haircut. They dress the same, wear the same shoes. With that being said, I cannot stand Seth Rollins for some slightly personal reasons. And also, I just think he's always injured around WrestleMania time. So with that being said, I kind of wish this was a stipulation match and we was continuing on the career killer gimmick, but I think Gunther is definitely going to get the win here. I think after retiring AJ and Goldberg and everybody else, I think he's due like a whole year of not taking the L. Kind of like when Brock beat Undertaker. When Brock beat Undertaker at WrestleMania, nobody expected Brock to lose for at least 6 months to a year off of a win like that. So I think it'll be something similar. Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee for the Intercontinental title. Now this is crazy because my actual first WrestleMania I went to was WrestleMania 31, and that was AJ Lee's last match in WWE before her comeback recently. With that being said, I don't really agree with this being for an Intercontinental title. These two women should probably be in the World title match, and the World title match should have probably been for the Intercontinental Championship, but that's a discussion for another time. I think that Becky Lynch is going to win the belt here. AJ Lee has been stunting on Becky Lynch pretty hard since she came back, and we got to keep Becky as an established top star in WWE. So I definitely think Becky will finally get her belt back and get the dub, especially if Seth loses to Gunther. I can't see Becky and Seth both losing on the same night. Next, we have the Women's Tag Team Championship. We have Nia and Lash versus the Bellas versus Bayley and Lyra versus Charlotte. This match is very convoluted. I've got real grievances about this match. I don't believe that the Bellas should have been #1 contender just because they're Hall of Famers. There's an established tag division. You need to beat an established team to make yourself a #1 contender. That's just how wrestling works. If you don't do it that way, it's lazy booking. With that being said, it's a heart versus mind thing again. My heart wants Nia and Lash to keep the belts. They don't need to drop the belts, in my opinion. I think they're a very good heel tag team. My brain is saying that the Bellas are going to win because it's a title that the Bellas have never had, and it's another way to put their lineage together. I personally would like Charlexa to win. I think it's good that Charlotte has found a babyface role in the tag division, and I think that she's thriving in that. With that being said, winner for this one, LOL Bellas. And then finally, the main event. We have Cody Raheem Rhodes versus Randall Keith Orton. Personally, this is the match that I would have been most excited for if WrestleMania knew how to build up to WrestleMania. It was very simple. You lean into the legacy thing. After the Ted DiBiase court case just came out, you have Ted DiBiase Jr. come out. You have Randy Orton beat the crap out of him. You have Brandy Rose come out. You have Randy Orton beat the crap out of her. You just basically make Randy Orton 09 Orton, and you have Cody Rhodes just be who he's been the last 4 years when everybody turns on him right before WrestleMania. I personally enjoy Cody Rhodes, unlike most people. I've met him in real life when he was Stardust. He was very nice to me. His grandpa is my grandpa, or his dad was my grandpa's favorite wrestler. Heart versus mind again. My heart wants Cody Rhodes to win, because if Cody Rhodes wins, we don't have to deal with Pat McAfee anymore. Pat McAfee has been all over the place in this build. Randy Orton was like 15 in the Attitude Era. Maybe 19. I know, because I was about 14 in the Attitude Era, and me and Randy are about 5 to 10 years apart. With that being said, I think that Randall Keith Orton gets the win in this WrestleMania match. He gets to number 15. I think he drops it around SummerSlam, and I think he'll end up with it at least 1 to 2 more times before the end of the year to get him closer to that number 17. With that being said, I don't want to take up too much of your time. This is supposed to be a short. I'm trying to keep it under 8 minutes. So if any of y'all see me on the strip, please say what's up. If you see this video, like, share, subscribe, and comment below on what you think is going to happen night 1 of WrestleMania. I'll be with y'all soon for a night 2 WrestleMania predictions. With that being said, this has been Uncle Juice. You've been wrestling with a little giant, and thank you and have a blessed day.